Oh, that's a big fish. Oh, Alrighty, what is going on, you guys? It's about 11 o'clock today. Got a pretty late start, but we're out here. We're gonna go try a new spot that's been on my radar for a while. It looks like it might be a little shallow, but I'm not entirely sure, so we're gonna check it out. If we can't catch any there, we're gonna come out to these power lines, see if we can catch something along this. I got 4 gar rods per usual, 1 bait rod. We got mullet, shad, and shrimp, and the cast net. Let's catch a giant fish today. We're going to a new spot. That spot was pretty dead, so y'all can do it at the next one. Guys, look at this. See those ospreys? They made a huge nest on this power line. Look at them. Wow, that thing is massive, dude. Holy. Alright guys, that was an extremely long boat ride, but sometimes the spot you want to fish just doesn't have fish that day for whatever reason. Fish are always moving, but we're here now, and I haven't been here in a long time, man. This area, I used to fish this area a lot in college, and I caught my first big gar here. And after COVID, this whole pass got completely filled with crab traps and jug lines, and it just became pretty much unfishable. I'm not sure how much luck we're gonna have here. It is an extremely pressured body of water, but we are close to the lake, so you never know. Alrighty, so this time 5 years ago, man, 5 years ago, that's hard to think about, but 5 years ago, I was fishing this pass a lot. And for whatever reason, further that way, the water had a very defined line where there was murky water and there was clear water. It only happened in April. I don't know why. It is April right now. So we're gonna fish here for a while, and then we may go check that out, see if it's doing that again, because I caught a ton of fish there when it was doing that in 2020. But like I said, the jug lining became kind of out of control. I don't know how much luck we're gonna have, but it's always worth a shot. All right, we're gonna try here just for old time's sake, see if we can catch one, because I know there are fish here, at least there used to be. Guys, we have so many fish coming up right now, but it's very deep where they're coming up at. Holy smokes, you guys, we got one on. I was letting this one sit right by the boat. I don't have a weight on or anything. I was letting it sit right there. Gotcha. Stay on. Stay on. Stay on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, decent one, decent one. Hooked right in the corner. Hooked right in the corner. Loosen our drag in case he freaks out right here. And there he goes. Great. No way, dude. Oh, holy pogies. Holy pogies. Well, we got freaking fresh bait, baby. Let's go. I'll let the small ones go, but let's freaking go, man. God. God. No. How did he come off? I don't know if this fish is still on, but let's see. Oh, yeah, he's on. Oh, oh, yeah, he's on. Yeah. He's way out there. He's definitely tangled him by the line. Oh. No. Alrighty guys, so as much as losing fish sucks, man, it's really good to see that there's a lot of fish in this one particular area, because the area that way is very, very still. Way further that way, it's very flat. There's a lot of jug lining. I personally have nothing against eating fish. I eat fish myself. However, I think the jug lining is overpowered. I'm not against eating fish, like I said, but when you have a species like gar that's been seen as a nuisance fish for probably 100 years now, a lot of people don't see the consequence in taking a lot of large breeder fish from one particular body of water. So having an area like this is very, very good, where these fish can kind of be out of harm's way. This is 30-foot deep water, plus the current's strong. So as you can see by the video today that we filmed so far, these fish are hard to catch. So it's really nice to see an area where these fish are kind of protected. Look, they're rolling everywhere, man. They're just not biting, and that's okay. But we did lose 3 fish, and that's just gar fishing. Truly, that is just gar fishing. And you're not gonna find anybody who fishes for gar who does not lose gar. They have an extremely bony mouth, and I personally kind of struggle, man, when it comes to fishing brackish water for gar, because there's so many, and they're all pretty small. And when in brackish water, there's a lot of small gar, and they take that bait and they get away from all the other fish before they even decide they want to think about eating the bait. All 3 of those hooks that I set and those fish, the tip was bent because I set the hook into straight bone, even though I let them take it for like 3 minutes. Part of it, we're gonna fish here till dark, and then we're gonna go somewhere else, and then we're gonna do some night fishing. Unless we catch like a freaking 7-footer right now, that'd be great, but let's just see what happens, man. Guys, I'm just sitting here like thinking, where else can I go in this area around here? Like, where else can I go to catch fish? And as I'm thinking that, out of the corner of my eye, my float comes right here. There's a fish on. I don't know if he's big, he's acting like he's small, but I will take anything at this point. There we go. Oh, he's bigger than I thought, man. He's bigger than I thought. He's bigger than I thought. Okay. Yeah, he's bigger than I thought, guys. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I let him eat so long, dude, like 5 minutes. Don't jump. Oh, I let him eat like 5 minutes and he's mouth hooked. These fish over here, man, I think there's so much competition. I think there's so much competition that they try to get as far as possible before they even think about eating the bait. These fish jump, man. They jump like crazy, which is not what you want if you're trying to actually catch them. Absolutely not. Hey, he's barely hooked. He's barely hooked, man. I let that fish eat so long too. Gotcha. Gotcha. Come here. There we go, guys. There we go. There she is, guys. There's our big gar. I'm so beyond excited, man. It has been a long day. We lost some fish that are bigger than this one, so we're gonna keep fishing, but man, it is amazing how long it takes these fish to eat around here. It's an area where there's probably not a lot of big gar compared to the small gar. The majority of them are small, and there's a lot of them. So there's a ton of competition. They try to get as far away as possible before they even think about eating the bait. So, awesome catch, man. Let's go and let her go. And there she goes. We got a big one on. How about that, man? How about that? That's on the shad. Let's go. Okay, guys. I'm kind of stalling here. I'm nervous. This is a huge bait. He's swimming at me. He's swimming at me. He's swimming at me. Oh, I hear a snag that he's under. He's under a snag. Oh, you hear that snag? Oh, that's horrible sounding. Okay, he's off the snag. He's off the snag. He's off the snag. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. He's big. I just want to see him. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I'm out of breath, dude. Oh. Okay, the key is to let slack when they jump, obviously. I don't know why I forgot that. With the thousands of gar I've caught, probably. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's bigger than the first. Oh. Okay, that'll work. Okay, yep, that's bigger than the first by a lot. By a lot. Whew. And there she is. Look at that big girl right there. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. I have a long boat ride back. I almost don't even want to do it. If y'all know where I'm at, y'all saw where I launched, you know how far of a freaking drive that is with a 25 horsepower motor. So we're gonna be probably fishing here for a while just because I don't feel like making the boat ride in the dark, but we're gonna have to do it eventually. Might as well catch some fish while we're waiting to do it. That's a decent one. Big old fish right there, baby. She's heavy. Bigger than the first. They're still rolling, so we might as well keep fishing. Let's go and let her go. Give her a second because she was bleeding. Look at that. As soon as they touch the water, they stop bleeding. They know how to clot their blood. She's ready. Look at her. She's trying to pull out of my hand, but I almost don't want to let her go because I'm so excited to finally catch a good one. All right, big girl, I'll let you go. Oh, let's freaking go, baby. Guys, you know how earlier I said when I came here in April 2020, there was like the clear water and the dirty water? The tide changed, and look, it's much clearer over there. We're like right in the line. That is crazy. That is so crazy. I was wondering why it wasn't like that when I pulled up, but I guess if it's an outgoing tide, it does this, but when it's an incoming tide, it doesn't. God, gotcha. 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 Oh gosh, guys. This is a heavy fish. Oh gosh, I can't stop him. Come on, buddy. I can't stop this fish, guys. He's towing the boat, bro. How big is he? He feels heavy. He's got to be bigger than I think. He has to be. There's no way. He's way too heavy. Oh, he is bigger than I thought. Wow. But they always look smaller than they actually are when they're on the end of your line. To me, at least. Because usually I'll think they're smaller and then I'll measure them. It's like, oh, actually, that fish is like 6 inches bigger than I would have thought. Yeah, that's the biggest one of the day. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh my gosh, he has one eye. He has one freaking eye. Whoa. Yeah, he's bigger than I thought. Wow. Wow, he's bigger than I thought. Ugh. Here, I'll put his head under the life vest. I don't need his head. There we go. Look at that fish. Holy smokes, he's way bigger than I thought. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It might not be giant in alligator gar standards, but that's a big fish. That's a 70-pound fish right there. Look at that eye, or lack thereof. Okay, this fish did swallow it. That's why I use the small hooks. It does happen, especially in waters like this. I mean, there's just not really a way you can keep tension on that line without having it go in a big circle. I mean, the tide's going this way, the wind's going that way. Here's our big fish to end the day. What a beast. Oh gosh, stop that. What a beast. What a beast. Look at that tail. Oh, I got the fin sample, but look at that fish. Oh man, it's 10 o'clock now. I got out here at 11:50. Quite the day and quite the way to end the day. Look at that fish, guys. Oh my gosh. Let's absolutely go. And let's let this big girl go. And then we have a long boat ride. Long boat ride home. All right, big girl. She's ready. See ya. Woo! Finally, dude. Guys, the best advice I can give you if you think the gar swallowed the bait is to loosen the drag. So on that hook set, I put my thumb on the spool, I set the hook, and then after that, I pulled off on the drag because I had a feeling that fish swallowed it, considering the fact that I thought the fish was over here. By the time I reeled into where that fish was, my line was this way. They have a very, very finicky air bladder, and there were 2 times last year where I had to really revive 2 fish because I punctured the air bladder, so they weren't able to get that air out, and I kind of had to like push it out of the fish. So always keep your drag loose if you think the gar swallowed it. But let's go ahead and try to make this boat ride back, man. Wow, you guys, I am so beyond happy right now, man. I mean, truly, days like today where you have to put in like so much work and you come out on top, it's just the best feeling ever. Honestly, it feels better than just going out and catching a big fish and going home. For whatever reason, being out there all day and struggling and coming home after catching a big fish right at the end is like the best feeling in the world. I mean, y'all saw, like, my first location was a fail. It was really shallow. It looked incredible on Google Earth, but it's just very shallow and I didn't see any life whatsoever. Tried the power lines, no life at the power lines today. And on a whim, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to this one spot I haven't been to in like 2 years that's severely overfished. And to my surprise, there were a lot of fish rolling. And like I said, and like y'all saw, man, hooking alligator gar in places where there's a lot of small alligator gar is so beyond hard. It's mostly in brackish water. In freshwater, I can set the hook early on gar. Brackish water, dude, you have to let them eat. At least in the spots that I fish, you gotta really let them eat. But I was feeling so beyond defeated for so long because I lost those fish, and it wasn't like I just set the hook and they came off. Like, they jumped and I saw the full fish and then it shook the hook, and I was like, every time I was more and more distraught every time they would shake the hook. So finally we got some fish, man, and dude, like, I was ready to fish till like 4 in the morning. So it's now 11:15. I can get home early and I got 3 fish under my belt. So awesome day. And as it goes, man, the last fish is always the biggest. So unreal day. I may go back to that spot. I mean, most of the fish there are pretty small. Like I said, it's a very pressured area. Usually a gar is getting caught and killed before it hits 6 feet, 6.5 feet. But there are big ones, I'm sure. It's just less likely to catch one. I don't know, man. Next weekend I may take the boat out again. We'll see. I'm kind of enjoying doing this, but I'm a bank fisherman at heart. So I like to mix it up. I prefer to bank fish, but some places it's just more practical to be in the boat. And if I have a boat and I have the John boat, then I might as well. But I could talk all night, so I'm gonna stop myself right now. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next fishing video.